Good day, everybody. Welcome to VPM 7001 Veterinary Marketing. My name is Mark Fournier. I'm going to be your instructor here for the next couple of months. I like to put together these kind of videos just as a brief introduction to introduce myself and to also introduce the course. Some of you may have taken some previous courses before. Some of you, maybe this is your first course in the VPM program. So I'd just like to familiarize you guys with what's going to happen here over the next few weeks. So a little bit about myself. I am an accountant by trade. I've been teaching at Olds College for the last 10 years. I actually got my start not in accounting and not in finance, but actually got my start teaching in marketing. So I started teaching marketing a little over 10 years ago, 15 years ago now. Time flies when you're having fun. So I always enjoy coming back to the marketing classes. Now, I don't just teach marketing in the VPM program. I also teach marketing in the Olds College Ag Management program, and I also teach marketing in the horticulture program. Before I started teaching at Olds College, I worked in industry with a group called Community Futures, and my role for over 10 years was to help people start and expand businesses in their rural settings. One thing that I always find as a great fun for this course is that in addition to my full-time job at the college, I actually volunteer at the local animal shelter. So for here in Didsbury in the Wild Rose Humane Society, I'm actually their treasurer, and so I'm actually quite active in the marketing and promotion of the animal shelter, as well as looking after the finances. So I always like to say that I've got a little bit of a background in both marketing, a little bit of a background in the animal care industry. And so what I'm going to do here over the next number of weeks is work with you guys to try and give you guys kind of a firm appreciation or a stronger appreciation of how important marketing can be to a small animal practice, and also for marketing in general, because you guys have been consumers literally all your life, from the first time when you're very, very young and you say, I want this, whether it be cereal, a toy, or something along those lines. We're part of the marketing system. So marketing is not a new topic for you. Marketing is something that to this day we see every single day a number of times. And so what we're going to do is deconstruct the theory a little bit. We're going to take a look at it both from the practice standpoint, from the business standpoint, and from you, the consumer standpoint. So up on your screen, you will see your Moodle shell for the course. If this is your first time, your first course here at the college, take a look through Moodle. It's a safe system. You can't break it, so don't worry about that. If you have taken a course in the past, then you might be familiar with the Moodle shell and the Moodle processes here. But essentially, this is where a course is going to live. So this is where all the materials are. This is where all your assignments will be submitted, and this is where all your quizzes will be completed. So the first thing I'd like to bring to your attention is that I actually enjoy doing these videos. Yes, this is a distance course. Much of the theory can be read and done online. But if you ever have a question, feel free to email me. Emailing is the best way of contacting me. And I have got my contact information at the very top here. I do get a lot of messages through Moodle for submissions and all that kind of stuff. So messages through Moodle, I do get them, but it can be a little bit delayed with all the content that I get. But emails I check several times a day, every day. So the best way of getting a hold of me is through email. So if you ever hit a question or some content that you're not sure what's going on, feel free to fire me off an email, and I'm always happy to put these videos together. Now, if you ever do email me, often I find the question is a good one that is valid for everybody. So I will actually put the question out there. I'll record a video and release the video for everyone, but I'll always keep all the questions anonymous. So I'd never say student A asked this question or something along those lines. I just say I received a good question. Here's the answer to that question. So feel free to email me. I'm happy to put these videos together whenever you guys would like. So the first thing we're going to look at here, just quickly, I'm going to try and keep this video around 7 to maybe 10 minutes tops. And then after that, I'll just let you guys take a look at the Moodle shell here. So if I take a look at the course schedule, and again, all I did there, oops, got it open twice. Click on the course schedule. You'll see the same thing that just brought up here. And so this is going to be a list of all the activities that you guys are going to complete over the next several weeks. So you see we've broken the lessons down by modules. Modules can be 1 week or they can be 2 weeks. And you'll see the deliverables that are going to be due each week, right, for the entire course. So you can use this to plan your schedule, plan your activities for the course. Now the due dates for all the assignments are on the Sunday of that week, or if it's 2 weeks, it's the Sunday after the 2 weeks. All right, so it's going to be due at, it says 12 a.m. I should probably change that. It's 11:59 p.m. is when it's due. All right, so Sunday of the module is when everything is due. If there's any questions or if life happens, then feel free to give me a quick email, and I can look at providing some small extensions from time to time. So with this course, what I'd like you to do now is, I'm just going to close this. What I'd like you to do now is go through Moodle. Now you're going to notice you can't click on the modules, these modules. They haven't opened up yet. So often I will have students contact me and say, Mark, I'd really like to work ahead. Can you open up this module? And my quick answer is no, I cannot. What I've learned over the years is that if I open up all the modules at once, it actually becomes overwhelming for a lot of students because you have other activities that are going on. So what I usually like to encourage students to do is if you're having a good week and you can get it done early, then get it done. And then don't worry about the course until next Monday when the next module opens up. If again you just are trying to do some proactive planning, let's just say you've got a wedding or something along those lines for a weekend and you just don't think you'll be able to get an assignment done, then again reach out to me. I can look at providing some small extensions, again small ones being the key word here, to help accommodate that. So I like to open up the courses or the modules as we're progressively working through the course. And there's two reasons for that. A, as I just mentioned, students can often become overwhelmed. And B, it allows us to focus the conversation. That if somebody does have a question and they email it to me or ask me the question online through the discussion forums here, then we're all able to participate in that. That I'm not giving one person some extra advice after somebody else has already moved forward or anything along those lines. All right, so from this point on, I like to consider this a very open course, for lack of a better term. I do have my contact information here. As I stated, the best thing to do is to email me. A lot of people will send me messages through Moodle. I'm going to encourage you not to do that, not because I don't enjoy it, but I get messages from Moodle for every submission that I get for all my courses. And I am teaching full-time, so right now I've got about 150 students, and so I will get probably about 40-50 messages in Moodle a day, just project submissions, that kind of stuff. And I always want to make sure that I don't miss your message. Right, so for me, the best way of getting a hold of me is through mfournier@oldscollege.ca. And also I check my phone a couple of times here a day, but to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I've had a student contact me by phone in over 5 years, but I always welcome it. I like phone calls. Right, so feel free to reach out in any of those two ways. If you ever have a question or if there's anything that's causing you grief, best to reach out to me sooner rather than later. That is literally what I'm here for. All right, so I'm looking forward to working with you guys. I think I'm getting close to the 10-minute mark here. So with that, I'll let you guys work through, take a look through Moodle, start taking a look at the first week's worth of materials. Again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to let me know. If any in-depth questions, I'm always happy to put together a video. So happy studying, and I'm looking forward to working with you guys.